Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd in these streets. I'm having a day. It's 4:19 p.m. I'm supposed to be at the school picking up my son. I'm not. I'm on my way back to the cabinet place to pick up some cabinets, but I can't send him a message because I took his watch because he was acting up, and now I can't communicate with him. Then I called the school and they answered the phone because they don't feel like they gotta be professional or nothing. It's a whole lot about that school I'm not really feeling. I had an incident yesterday at the school where I witnessed one, and it really upset me. But forget about the school. How about I got up today a little later than normal, so I had my shingles shot on Monday. I had a reaction yesterday. It was almost like the COVID vaccine. Like, that one put me down for 2 days. I was like sweating all over the place, and I had flu-like symptoms, but I didn't get sick. It was just impairing my ability to move severely. But this one, it was slightly milder. I feel flu-like, but at the same time, like, my arm still hurt. Like, I got this big knot on my arm. The baby said he can't see it, he can't feel it, because he was rubbing my arm yesterday, but I feel it. It's a nice, firm something right there, and it itches. I don't like none of it. But anyway, yesterday I managed to get through the day. I had to, what did they do yesterday? The people came to tear out the wall and put up some drywall. So I got a whole new wall on the site, and I'm supposed to have gotten my cabinets today and had them installed. Well, I talked to the guy this morning. We agreed to meet at 2 o'clock. I remember saying, I'll call you when I'm on my way to the cabinet place. Well, when I was on my way to the cabinet place, I was talking to another client. So it took the whole visit to the cabinet place. Then when I got to the cabinet place, I didn't remember to stop and call the man, but I firmly remember 2 o'clock. So I went to the cabinet place. They tried to charge me too much. I had to argue about my bill. We got it straight. Boom. Wait 15 minutes, go to the loading dock. So for those 15 minutes, I went across the street to the bank to get the money to pay the man who's getting ready to put the cabinets in and do the drywall and this and that. Well, the bank took way too long, like 20 minutes to take my transaction, but I had already given them my ID and stuff, so, it was like, well, I can't just drive away now. Either I'm going to go in there and raise some hell, or I'm going to just sit right here and, do the breathing exercises and stuff I keep telling the baby to do to not be angry. It's funny, he told me last night too. I told Cal to do something. The boy was laying on the bed next to me with the tablet. He said, I know, Mom. And I was like, you do? He said, yep. You called Cal. He's not doing what you said. He's taking way too long. But you gotta calm down. Wise young man. He hears me. He just can't apply it all the time. But he right. So I be taking every opportunity to practice what I preach. But people just keep on doing stuff. So, okay. Then I get around finally back to the cabinet place, and the cabinets are assembled. I was wishing and praying, but you add the boxes in the mix. I didn't do the math properly this time, so I got to make 2 trips. But I remember I'm late now. I got to get the boy from school. And then when I get to the job site, you know who's there? Nobody. So I had to call my son. Can you go pick up your brother from school? I was laying down eating chicken. I don't really feel like going to. I don't want to hear none of it. Anytime you need me, I'm there. So go get the boy from school. And he's still talking about all these things. He gotta, I don't feel like, and what about the traffic and this and that and next one? I'm like, look, I'm not having this conversation. Hung up. He'll just be the last kid there when I get there. Don't worry about it. I told the boy this morning that I was picking him up. So either he gonna get on the bus and do what he wanna do anyway, or he gonna be standing there waiting for me like I told him. But I still got a little bit of time right now before anybody starts to panic. Plus he'll go in the building and call me if he have to. But this thing that pissed me off, I get to my mother's house. That's the job site. I usually don't talk about, my customers and things, but it's okay. So I get to my mother's house, ain't nobody there. So I gotta go talk to my brother. Can you help me? I got these cabinets in my car. I gotta get them out so I can go pick up the other cabinets. And then I don't have no room for nothing else, so I gotta get them out today. Wait a minute. Then he comes and he's looking at him and putting his hands on his back and all of that. And then he like, look, how am I supposed to do this? It's just, I talks him through it. I was like, well, when I gotta lift something heavy or move something, I walk it, cause I don't ever have no help. So I walk the thing side to side till I get it where I need to get it. And then I use some aids like an inclined plane or something. So I went and got this board out the house, laid it on the steps. We're going to walk it till we get to the step. And then we're going to lift it just enough to get it on that plane. And we're going to slide it up the steps and we're going to roll it in the door. We got to walk it, slide it, and then we flip it if we need to. But I get my stuff done. But these was a little too heavy for me. So he did it just like I said, and we got it done. But he talked too much, he fussed too much, and then he kept saying my back hurt. And then on top of that, he goes, if you had just ordered the right size refrigerator, we wouldn't have this problem. That's a jab at my mother, because she did get a new refrigerator because hers broke. And it's a little tall, so we had to take down a bank of cabinets over top of the refrigerator area. But I said, hey, it's a prime opportunity to get you a new kitchen situation. She thought it was a good idea, so we started on the plan, and here we are. And he thinks all we had to do was get the refrigerator to fit. Nothing ever would have been a problem. He's right, but it was an opportunity, dude. We took it. Don't be mad. It's going to be a beautiful new kitchen. But anyway, then I called my daughter. She ain't answer the phone. I'm like, these people killing me today. Then she finally calls me back, and oh no, I'm in wherever she lives. She at home, so she can't help me no way. But then my son, eventually, he just like 5 seconds ago tried to call me. Well, I'm a little occupied right now, but I'm still pissed. Did I tell y'all about the part where the man said, oh, I ain't tell you about the phone call. So when I got to the site and wasn't nobody there, I called the man. I said, look, why you not here? Because I was expecting them to fully be there to take these cabinets out the car. And he goes, you didn't call me. I was waiting for you to call me. I was going to leave what I was doing, but you never called. I'm like, didn't you say 2 o'clock? You said 2 o'clock. You was going to call me, but you didn't call. Why you ain't call me? I was busy all day. And then he goes, well, I mean, you should appreciate that I'm taking the time to stop what I'm doing to come and help. I'm tired of the people, okay? You know what kind of people I'm talking about? The men. I chose this line of work, but I had it up to here with these dudes. They just, anyway, let me go get the rest of my cabinets, and then I'm gonna go get my boy. All right, so I made it home. My son called me when I got my cabinets, and he said, look, I'm at the school, I don't see the boy. I guess he thought it was a wise decision to go find him. So the boy must get on the bus. We get all the way to the neighborhood, found out he got on the bus because he didn't see me at the parking lot right then at that moment. Even though I could have been in the line, he got on the bus. But some stuff kicked off on the bus. He says stuff always going on the bus. It's like he's maybe one of a couple of 7th graders who catch the bus in this neighborhood, but the rest of them are 8th grade, and they girls. You know how 8th grade girls are? Just undesirable behaviors, okay? And so, you know, my boy is a little on the tall and heavy side, so I'm sure they say very mean things, and he's a very tender-hearted soul. He's not like the rest of his family who can easily flip a switch and just be like, I asked you not to bother me, and then you get punched in your face or something. He not like them other two. So he come home with this face, and I'm like, hold it, what did happen? And when he tells me what happened, I gotta go, okay, don't worry about it. So while I go get my email fingers working to the assistant principal, who seems not to know how to do investigations unless he wants to suspend my son, I'm gonna be naming some names and asking for some remedies, because I'm tired of that school. I'm tired of that school. I swear to goodness. Look, I was in the office yesterday picking my son up. Little girl came in there, and I don't mean little girl, she an 8th grader. She was a little, big girl. She came in there, not like a 5-year-old. She came in the office and said, look, I can't find my purse or my book bag. And the grown-up official person in the office said to her, oh, that's good as gone. You shouldn't have left it there. She ain't ask her no questions about where she was, who was there, or no investigation is going to take place. She said, ain't nothing we can do. We can't help you. That's gone. And look, I'm not a crusader for justice or nothing, but it took every fiber of my being not to say, well, who was around? Where were you? Do you have any kind of witnesses? You got some friends that might know something? Can we get some names? I minded my business. It hurt a little bit, but I did the right thing because I don't have nothing to do with that. But I prayed that girl go home and tell somebody who's just a little bit ignorant when necessary what that lady said, and they go to that school and ask some questions of their own. Because if that was me and my child, I would be in there today saying, well, what did you do? What kind of investigation did you conduct? Who did you ask? I need all the facts because... But anyway, back to my own business. Yeah, some things going on I'm not appreciating on the school bus, so I have to employ a little bit of ignorance, and I hope it works because I don't really want to have to be real ignorant. And my other kids, just way faster to flip the switch than me or my other son. So we gonna see what happens, okay?